Hello everyone. So in today's video, I'll be discussing about plugins in Magento. So before starting off with the code part, let's see what the document says. So I've taken these points from the Magento dev docs, whose link I'll be sharing in the description box so that you guys can later on go and check it. So as the definition says, the plugin or the interceptor is a class that modifies the behavior of a public class functions by intercepting a function call and running code before, after, or around that function call. So this function calls, as you see, we are using some keywords, the before, after, and around. As you see, the before methods, it runs all before methods ahead of the call to an observed method. Here the observed method means the main Magento core method. The after methods, it runs all after methods following the completion of the observed method. Magento requires these methods to have a return value. Third one is the around methods. Magento runs the code in around methods before and after their observed methods. Also, there are certain limitations to it. So as you can see, the plugins cannot be used, mind it cannot be used on the following, like the final methods, the final classes, non-public methods, class methods such as the static methods, constructs, and the virtual types. So this is where the plugins will not be applicable. So this is a brief about let's say the documentation part of the plugins. Now what we will do, we'll straight go to the coding part and see how we can create plugins for Magento. Now I am in the PHP Storm. Now I'll just close this file. Now see, this is the namespace Mage Digest, and this is demo, that is the module name. Now I believe you guys know how to create a new module. So first of all, you need to create this registration.php. When you are done with this, we have to create a folder etc, and we have to create this folder module.xml. So when we are done with this, we have to type out the Magento setup update commands so that it will register this new module. When we are done with that, what we have to do, we have to go straight away, since you guys already know how to create a new module. If you don't know, in that case I'll request you to kindly check out my video on creating a new custom module on Magento. Now I'll be moving on to the file where we'll be actually looking upon the plugin part. So as you can see, after creating or after registering a particular module, we have to create a file called di.xml, which will be inside my etc folder. So create a di.xml file, or the dependency injection file, which is an XML file of course, inside the etc directory, and this is how it looks. So I've commented certain parts. I will explain why I have commented this out. Now this is the file where we are observing the core Magento class. Okay, so this is how a plugin looks like. So you have to create this part where you have to give the name. Here the name means that is the main or the core Magento class where our plugins will be working upon. After that, we have to give a plugin name. Let's say, since we are observing this Magento checkout model card, that's why given a name before add to cart, because first of all I'll be starting off with the before plugin. So what I did, this can be anything, any random name you can choose. For the sake of simplicity, I have kept the name as before add to cart. So this is the name of the plugin, and the type. Type means nothing but where you are using that plugin or where you are creating the plugin class. So in that case, I am creating plugin directory or a folder inside my module folder, and then it is the file name. So if you go to this particular path, this is my namespace, this is my module name. After that, I have to go to the plugin. So this is the plugin directory that you have to create. Inside the plugin directory there's a file called cart.php. So this is how you write the plugins, and this will be same for all plugins. Let's say for the after plugins which I have created over here, and the around plugin which I have created over here. See, I've commented this part because in the case of around plugin, I am trying to observe the same core class of Magento. So that's why in that case what we can do, let's say if you are creating the same plugin in observing the same Magento's core class, you don't have to create another one. You just simply have to plug in over there. You have to add this particular line where the plugin name, let's say, would be around cart, around add to cart, and it would be the same file, that is the cart.php. The only difference is that you have to maintain in the short order. Short order comes over here in this case where we are creating multiple plugins over the same core class. So that's why, since we are observing the same core class, I have given a short order one, that is, in that case this will be executed first followed by this one. Okay, so in this particular demo what I will do, I'll simply uncomment this part. I'll come to this part later on. So I've just uncommented this part. So we have before plugin, we have got after plugin, we have got around plugin. Okay, since this is the same class, so what I have to do, I have to simply comment this part. Otherwise, since it's a demo purpose, everything will become, let's say, confusing to you guys. So let's start with the before add to cart. So I have to go to the same cart.php. When I go to this cart.php, so this is the file how it looks like, and over here what we will do, will be concentrating upon this method only. See, before add to cart, what was the name? Okay, cart is a core file. Okay, so let's say this one before. So as in the documentation part, what we have written is that we have to, Magento runs all before methods ahead of the call, means before calling this particular method, that is add product, our method will be called first. After that it will go to the add product. So let me go to the core product, core class. What is that? That is Magento checkout model cart. So I'll have to go to the, where is that file, vendor. I have to go search for the model checkout. So this is not, this is to checkout part. This is the model and cart.php. Cart.php, I have to look for the add product, I guess. Yes, this one. See, add product. Since we are trying to observe this particular method and we try to execute before this method gets executed, that's why we have used before add product. That means before this method our code will be executed. Fine. So what we have passed over here, we have passed the main class, that is a subject, and along with that we have to pass the parameters. So this parameter will be same what is there in the main core files. So you have to remember these things. So whatever parameters the main class is executing, you have to pass on the same number of parameters over here. Fine, along with the subject. Now what we are doing over here is that we are injecting this quantity and giving it a fixed value, let's say 10, and then we are returning this request quantity. So that means we are giving a fixed quantity. Let's say whenever customer clicks on the add to cart, by default 10 number of products will be added to my cart. Okay, now after injecting it to the request info, I am returning it. Okay, now it will take this quantity, now it will go to this add product, then accordingly it will add the product into the cart. Now let's go to the front end and look for the particular product. Now this is the product. Okay, I'm clicking on add to cart. Okay, let me open the product page so that it will be easier. Let's say this is the quantity 1, but in my code I have written quantity as 10. That means if I click on add to cart, it's adding 5. Let's see why it is happening. Okay, okay, fine. I have commented this part. Let me flush the cache. Maybe because of the cache it is executing that part. Now let's see what happens. Let me clear this product from the cart. Let me reload the page and let me try it again. Now it's not happening. Let me check. Let me compile it once again. So guys, the mistake which I have made over here is that I have added the same code, that is the around add product in the same in the same file. Okay, so what I have to do, because after the before methods get executed, it is also getting executed. Since it is executing first, since it's a before, and then around is getting executed, that's why it is taking quantity 5. So what I have to do, I have simply just comment it out. Okay, I'll just simply comment it out, and what I will do, I'll just flush it. So this is what happens in case you are trying to observe the same core class. So you have to be very careful while writing plugins. Since for the demo purpose I created this thing, so that's why I'm getting such error. So in that case, in your case, I believe you'll be creating this sort of scenario won't be coming. Even if it comes, you have to use the short order, which I've explained. So it was good thing, I believe, that happened, so that there was much clarification. So now if I click on add to cart, now see, it is adding 10 products. Looks fine. Okay, so I've created 10. So let's have changed it to 15. I think, let's see if I'm doing it without flushing the cache. I'll just simply reload it. Now let's see, there was 10 products already. Now it should be 15. That is 15 plus 10, 25. Yes. So see, it's 25. Clear? So this is what is happening in the before add product. Okay. Now we will see about the after plugin. Now the after plugin, as you can see, this is a separate observe method, that is Magento catalog model product. Okay. Now let me go to this module catalog model, and we'll search for product.php. So this one. So over here we are trying to observe this particular method. I'll just show you. So what we will do, we'll go to the Magento demo plugin product.php. This is the class that we have created. This is the after plugin, and for after plugin we have created this class Mage Digest demo plugin product.php. So I'll create open product.php. What we are observing, we are using after the keyword because it's the after plugin, and get name. So what we will search, we'll go to the main observed class, and we will search for get name. See, so this is the method that we are trying to observe, that is the after plugin we are using over here. So you have to be very careful because it's a case sensitive case. So as you can see, after we are writing, after writing that, we are using capital G. Okay, so you have to be very careful. after is a keyword, and get name. Same goes for before and at product. Same goes for around, at product. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Now after get name, what we are using? So as the document says, it will run all after methods following the completion of the observed method. That means in the before plugin, our method was executing first, then it was going to the main method. Over here it will first go to the main method, then it will come to our method, because it is after. So what we are doing over here, we are using the same logic, that is the main observed class, that is as a subject, and since we are manipulating the result, that is a response that is coming from get name, what we are trying to do, because since it's a get name, that means in result it will return the product's name. In that product name, what I am trying to do is that I am appending certain keywords. Let's say any sentence or any data or any sentence, I am trying to append that. So I am adding Mage Digest exclusive in the product name. So that let's say I'm just trying to change it. Let's say we are in demo. Okay, so I'm trying to append this particular sentence before the product name. Now this was the product. Okay, so previously it was Mage Digest exclusive. I have changed it and reload it. Okay, I think I have to clear the cache. Okay, this is done. Let me reload it. See, we are in demo. Fine. So this was for the after plugin. Now we'll be moving on to the around plugin. Okay, so what we'll try to do is that I'll simply uncomment this part. Fine. Since we are trying to observe the same Magento core class, so we'll move to the same file, card.php. This is the card.php. Okay, so this is the card.php. I'll simply uncomment this part as well. I think I made some mistake. Okay, fine. Now what we will do over here, so this is the around method. Okay, so same logic, that is the main observed class, that will be the subject. Over here, one key difference over here that we have to notice is that after the subject we have to use this class, that is the closure class. Okay, so I'll explain what it does. Let's say what happens in the around plugin is that first let me open this thing. First what it will do, I think this will first, this is your method, first it will come to your method. Okay, that is done around. What next step would be, it will take your parameters and pass it to the main function, that is the main Magento. When it does that, it will go to the main function. Third will be the main function gets executed, then it will return back to your method. Fourth, it will return back. Okay, fine. So 4 things are happening in around. So see, same thing, subject. Okay, it is taking all the parameters which is there in the add product. We have seen this previously as well. So let me go to that card.php. That is, it is taking 2 parameters, product info and request info. So what we are trying to do over here is that, let me close this file, this is not required anymore. So what we are doing is that we are taking the request info and passing our quantity value over there, that is 5. Okay, and this request info, it is going as a parameter in the proceed method. Okay, so what it is doing, let's say you can think it as a postman, proceed as a postman, which is taking your data and he is delivering it to the main core class or the main observed method. Okay, so in this request info, your whatever quantity you have passed on, that will come over here, it will get executed, and again when it is done, it will return back to over here as a result form, and then you are returning the same result which you have got. Okay, so in this case, let's say I have added 2. So that means whatever quantity you, let's say customer tries to add, the quantity 2 will be getting added. Fine. Now let me go to the front end, let me clear the back. Let me reload the page. Okay, nothing is there. So let me click add to cart. See, 2 products have been added to the cart. So this is how the around methods, or all the 3 methods work. So I've explained you the 3 types of plugins which is available: before, after, and around. So in case you are trying to observe the same core class, in that case you have to use a short order. That means whichever you have giving the short order, let's say 1, it's priority basis, it will get executed. Okay, so you have to be very careful in that case. So I believe whatever I've explained, you guys have understood. In that case, if you have not, you can drop your comments, your queries, whatever you have. I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. So I think that's all for today. So if you have loved the video, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get the latest notification whenever I'll be uploading the next video. Okay guys, so I see you the next time. Take care.